Hello, everybody. This is Dr. Shaniva, earlier craft doctor, and I'm here with the video that I said I was going to make if it worked out. So on the last video, I was telling you about the box card that Diamond Press created that I slept on and I didn't get in the auto ship. And so I was very bewildered how I slept on that box card, but I did. So I said I'm going to try to make that box card template, because if I made the template, I could put my own little thingies in here. And so I went on, let me show you. Let me switch my screen. I went on Design Space and I created the template. And in Design Space, you're allowed to change these. Like, I can put hearts here, or I can put windows here, as long as you got the length and everything correct. And then these are score lines that I put in, and then I did it like that first, and then I copied it. This whole thing I welded attached. It's called attached. I attached these pieces on here, each one, after I spaced them, and then I duplicated this to that, and then I took these off. And the reason why I took them off was because you don't need them on that second piece. And so that got me the template for the hexagon, the slimline box. And if you go into like, if I go into, I can't see it, it's hiding behind my software. If I go into shapes and I pull up shapes, I think you can see those shapes. Let me close out this one too. If you go into shapes, there's a bunch of free shapes here that you can put in there. And that's all I did, was take this shape and put it over there. And so you got all of these shapes, if you can see them, all of those shapes that you can put in there. And if you get Design Space or Access or whatever it is, you get all of these shapes that you can put in there. And so as opposed to having 7 different ones, you can have all of these, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. You know what I'm saying? All of these, and you could get your score marks and put them right there. And then if you want to change it, and this does not count against, this does not account against any cartridges. You could take a cartridge image and put it in there. And so, in any one of these images or whatever, you can put in there. So that's what I did. I took this and I created my own box card. Okay, so oh no, I don't want to quit. What I want to do is take this off my screen and take you back. Okay, so I made it. So now what we have to do is see if it's going to work. What I did was I got these 3, and these are from this set from Crafter's Companion, the pop-up confetti set, and they were small enough that I was able to just use the stamps to create this part. I used blending brushes to get the color, and I used, is it in here? Yeah, I used this one, that one, and this one, and then I cut them out so I could have the shapes to put in the inside of them. So I got that. So the reason why I did this, because I wanted to show you can use your own stuff to do some of these. I was gonna do it this versus that, and I decided to do this instead of that. So instead of buying the box card die, you now can make it yourself if you have a Cricut machine. Okay, so first thing we have to do is we just have to look for the score marks that they have on here, and fold on the score marks. So I created these score marks myself. And so I used, this is 100-pound paper. So it's thick. I use 100-pound weight paper. And then this is what you have to do with that. You just match this up. Okay. I think it's backwards. Yep, it was backwards. So all I have to do is match this up, because they ask you to do 2 pieces and cut out 2 pieces. And maybe that is backwards. Okay. You match up 2 pieces. So let me see. I have to make sure that it's matching. There we go. That's the match. Okay. So what I'm going to do with this first is I'm going to use my tape gun. It's quicker. So what I did with this piece, so it wouldn't look so boring, because I did not use color paper, is I just inked the front of it, and then I used an embossing folder to emboss it so it can have some texture on it. Okay. So even if you cut the die out and you use the die, you're still going to have to do something, cut it out on designer pattern paper or whatever. So instead of cutting it out on my Cricut with pattern paper, I just inked it with some iCarver ink, this ink here. I inked it, and if you can see, there's texture in there. There's texture on here from the embossing folder. See that? It's texture. There we go. So I embossed it. So now I'm going to put this on here, which once you put it on here, this makes this even stronger. Okay. And I'm probably going to have to fold this way, but it doesn't matter which way you fold it. It doesn't matter. Long as you have one on one side and one on the other side. And so that means this piece needs to go upward. And it depends on you when you're creating this, how thick this is going to be, because mine is about 3/4 of an inch. So I could have made this a 1/2 inch, which made it a little shorter or whatever, that type of thing. Okay, so what I need to do with this is this goes this way and this one will go that way. So now I'm going to tape this one on here, because that's the only thing when you put your backings, you have to make sure that they're going the right way, because they have to be opposite. Okay. And you can tell how this works because this has a rounded edge and this is the end that I cut off. So this is just going to fit perfectly right in there. Like that. Okay. So there go your box card back. That's the back. And this is the front. And so what we'll do is we'll bend these frontward, because this will lay here. These will go, I will put it in the back there. Okay. So that's how that is going to adhere, just like that. And so then you can see the stuff in the back. You see how you can see all the cheers and surprise and stuff in there. And I could have been more strategic, but it doesn't matter because this was just me showing you how to do this. Okay, so first things first is we're going to take this box card piece and we're going to put some tape right here. And then I'm going to take this and I'm just going to slide it and put it at that score line, okay? And put it at that score line. Okay? And then I'm going to take my little pieces here and decide where I want them to go. You can put them anywhere you want them to go. So I think that I will put, let's see here. No, I want to put the balloons there. Okay, so this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to take a little bit of glue and I'm going to put it right at the bottom. And I'm going to put this right in there on that one. And you can make your, because you're doing it yourself, you can make the inner pieces as wide as you want to. So I could use a wider opening to use a bigger stamp. It's up to you. It's up to you how you want to do it. So I'm going to put my balloons in here. I was thinking about putting them on the outside, but you can't see the enjoy your day that well. So I'm just going to put my balloons right there. Okay, so I'm just going to take and put some glue on the bottom of this. And I'm going to put my balloons over to the side right there. And then I'm going to take my little bitty cake and put some glue on here. And I'm going to put my cake in here. Okay. Ouch, I'm just stuck myself. I'm trying to put this little pin in here. Okay, so then now I'm just going to take my scissors and I'm going to cut off this little piece here. So you won't see that in the front. And then I'm going to take this part. I'm going to flip that over right quick. And I'm going to put some tape right here. And then I'll close up my box card. Just like that. And now, if I wanted to mail this, I can mail it flat like that. And so all I'm doing is training these sides to lay flat. And there you go. I created my own box card using the box card die. So like these little edges right here, all I have to do is go in and clip them if I want to. If I don't want to, what I should have done was inked the sides. But you do what you want to. You don't have to do it if you don't want to. The purpose of this video was to show you that you can make that box card all by yourself in your Cricut Design Space software. And this looks just like the box card from Diamond Press that cost $40 a piece. And I wanted them so bad because, well, they're Diamond Press. And Diamond Press is leaders in that type of thing. But I didn't want to pay for it. So I want to show you, I'm going to pull up the box card die. So that's the box card die with the egg shape. So all we got to do is get an egg shape. We already have some bunnies because if you have Crafter's Companion, you have the bunny set. You got the box card. We got so many words. Every die set comes with some type of words or sentiments. We have paper. Instead of cutting it out with plain white paper like I did and inking it, all you have to do is cut it out with your paper. Or if you want to do it a little bit easier, glue your glue your paper on and then cut it out with your Cricut, and then you already have your paper on there, and then all you have to do is decorate. So I'm excited that now I know how to do this. And if you don't know, if you have like the pull tab or any of that, you don't have to buy the mechanisms for it. Go on Diamond Press, go to downloads, and download it to your computer to Cricut, to your Cricut, and it'll cut it out. Let me try it and I'll get back to you. Okay, so I am on the Diamond Press site. This is the Diamond Press site homepage, and if you scroll down, you'll see downloads. And all you have to do is, let me see, what am I looking for? Active wheel, pull tab, pull tab. Press pull tab. Oh wait, I'm pressing it on my software, and I need to be pressing it on this. There we go. And so it just downloaded. And I'm opening it up in my zip file. I'm opening it up. And that's it right there. There go the pull tab right here. And let me go back to Cricut. And I'm going to press upload. Upload image. Browse. And it's going to take it back to my documents. You know what? Actually, if I open this, this will be even quicker. I want to download, and it has one for each one, so it depends on what you have, which one you'll get. I'm just gonna drag this one. Let me see if I can drag and drop. I should be able to. There we go. Nope, it didn't let me drag and drop. Oh, that's because it was opening it up. Okay, I'm gonna go to download. Is that where it went? Let me go down to pull tab. Pull tab. Here we go. And I'm going to choose this one. And that's it right there. And we'll upload it. And now I'm going to upload this one. And I'll put add, did I click on it? There we go. Add to canvas. And it's going to drop it on this canvas. And there it is. So those are the pull tabs. So what you can do is, if you need to, like, since I just put this on here, what I can do is close all of this up and then make it disappear. See, I made this disappear. And then now I can take this file and make it. And so now it's on my screen. I'm going to make it with 8.5 by 11. So it's going to cut these pieces out on my Cricut Maker. Let me get a sheet of paper. Okay. So I'm taking my Cricut Maker. This is just my paper. You can't see it because you're on the Cricut screen. And so I'm going to put continue. It's going to find my Cricut Maker. Okay, I'm going to cut it out with glitter paper. You know what? I'll use 100-pound paper today because this paper is not 100 pounds. Okay, so You can probably hear that. My fine tip blade is in there. And I'm going to press the Cricut Start symbol. And it is cutting. If you can hear it, it's cutting. Or actually it's in that little housing thing. And it's getting ready to cut. So I wanted to talk about the Cricut and the Maker and the Maker 3 while it's cutting. So I had a problem with, I was going to buy the Maker 3. And I've been looking at a lot of videos in the comparison. And I'm like, oh, it cuts faster. It does better pressure or whatever. But I realized that it's not comparing it to itself. It's comparing it to the Explorer. So if you already have a Cricut Maker, if you don't have to, don't go out and buy the Maker 3. Because it's not going to cut any faster than the Maker you already have. Because it's the same speed capacity. I think I need to clean my mat. Okay, so now it's finished. And I'll say done. And I will close all out of this. And I will take you back to my screen. And this is the mechanism. This is that little one piece that you have to put on. I need a new blade. This is that one die piece. The actual pulley. That's this piece. Yeah, I need a new blade. That's that piece. Then this is the piece that goes right here to reinforce. And this piece. I hate when it has to double cut. I must have, you can tell my mat is dirty, but it didn't cut out. So I have to move it off the edge too. Plus I need to clean my mat. But that is not the point. The point is, I just cut out that mechanism right here for my pull tab. That pull tab mechanism, because it go like that. And then this piece goes this way. You put this piece on right here. So I would have put in whatever sheet of paper that I wanted to. The, colored paper or whatever. And then this piece is the pulley system that slides in there. This will slide all the way through and those little things will stick out right there. But these are the 4 pieces that you need for the flower pot. It's the flower pot one. So what I'm trying to do is show you there is alternatives for buying all of the things that we buy. So I just wanted to show y'all that you don't have to go out and buy that system, because first of all, Diamond Press was nice enough to give us the template to cut these out. It's 4 of them, 4 different ones that they gave us. There's, I think, 6 or 7, but we have the templates now that we can cut them out. And you don't have to use it this way. You can turn it and use it this way. You can turn it and use it this way. You can turn it and use it this way. So you have 4 options to use when you're decorating. So I just wanted to bring you this video and show you that you can do it yourself if you have the machine. The one thing you cannot do is you cannot do it on the Joy if you have score marks. So if you want to make your own score marks, pop it on the Joy and it'll cut out like this, and it'll cut out your circles or whatever you put in here. Make these a little bit bigger, a little longer, so you can fit bigger die cuts. Decorate the outsides of this, and you have your own die cut for this. if you want to, and if you can explain to me how I can send this file to you from Cricut, to your Cricut, or to you, please let me know, and I will just send it to you. So then all you have to do is like edit and put the shapes in there that you need. All right. Thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you in the next one.